Yo, WTube, it's your boy AM coming to you with a video blog. Anyways, today's a special video blog because I'm going to give you a board game recommendation. I have been playing Pandemic Legacy. For those of you who don't know, Pandemic is a board game in which you cure viruses. And it's a pretty fun game. You play 4 players, and then the objective of the game is not to beat one another, but to team up, eradicate all the virus in the game. But what makes Pandemic Legacy pretty unique, that it's a game where it continually evolves as you go along. I won't give away all the details about the game. I won't spoil it for you, but I'll show you some really cool aspects of it. So, in the game, you get these really cool stickers that you put on the board, and it changes the outcome of how it works. Also on the rules, they continually evolve, and then you get stickers for those as well. And then you just input them into the game as you progress. And then there's a little chart in the back that charts your progress. And then there's a really cool feature that I totally dig. It's called the dossiers, and what they are like special assignments within the game. And so right now we have unlocked all these ones here, but there's still a lot more to go. And depending on how successful you are in the game, you get to unlock more or you don't. The dossiers are really cool. It's really fun when you continue on the game and you unlock things. And so that's what makes Pandemic really unique, is that the game is ever evolving. It takes the normal pandemic rules, which you eradicate the viruses, but then it adds new layers to that. So for example, let me show you the board and show you how unique it can be. So not every Pandemic Legacy board is the same. It just depends on how you play. So as you go along and you start playing the game, you add stickers on the board, and they stay there. They don't change. They just add new rules, and the virus mutates and does all this crazy stuff. It's getting so hard to put this thing away. Okay, there we go. And then what's really unique though is you get these little boxes like this, and then you break them open, and then they come with new pieces. A really cool thing that you get is these player cards. So let me show you the player cards. Oh, this is not it. And so what you get sometimes is you get these special missions like this, and then you can do it while you play the game at the same time. Oh, there they are. So what you end up getting out of these cool player cards, and so they're kind of like the characters that you get to play, and they have special abilities. And so before the game starts, you need to discuss, what abilities you need to use to combo together so you can have the most success possible. You get to name them, and you get to put like attributes on them, and some characters are more OP than other characters, and it's just figuring out how do you make those characters work together. So we got this clean shaven soldier guy. We named him Brandon Flowers. He has abilities that at first we thought was kind of weak, but then as he went along, he started leveling up pretty good. What's kind of crazy though is that characters in this game can die, so it's you have to kind of figure out how to play smart so that you don't lose anybody. And it gets kind of sad because when somebody gets hurt, then you just worry about that character, and then you don't want them to die, and if they do, then you have to rip the card up, and then you can't play that character anymore. We play with a group of about 5, and then we just switch off in terms of each round. Somebody will just be the game moderator and make sure everybody's playing the game, and then everybody else gets control of one of the characters. Because you play up to 4. I think you can play up to 2, but it's better to play with 4 people because it becomes really fun, and you get to strategize pretty good. I really enjoy this game a lot. I have a lot of fun playing it, and it's cool because sometimes you just are triaging the board, trying to maintain control and trying to get to a point where you can actually get gameplay going on. And as you go along, the game gets a lot more complicated, and so it gets kind of hard to maintain a good flow. So it's always best to have an extra person to kind of read the rules. That's why when we play with 5 people, it's a little bit better, because one person's kind of just being the game master. Everybody's doing each step perfectly, making sure the move is legal and things like that. And if you just playing RPGs or role-playing of any type, like D&D, this is kind of a cool version of that. It's more action-packed, it's faster flow. Games can last between 30 minutes to an hour. When you first start out, it probably takes like 20 minutes. This thing is not that cheap. It's pretty expensive. I think it's about like $70, $60, somewhere around there. So it's like $60, $70, $75. I can't remember exactly how much we paid for this because it's been a while since we bought it, but I know on Amazon you can get it for pretty cheap because they have sales like all the time. Or off the rip, I'm gonna give this a rating because I think ratings are very important. It's like an essential part of making the decision whether or not you want to join in on the fun or you want to buy a certain thing. If you've been watching our videos, we've been rating a lot of stuff. We've been doing food weeks, we've been doing products now. Pandemic Legacy, I'm gonna give an 8.9. I enjoy it quite a bit, and if anybody out there wants to check it out, I would highly recommend picking up the game. Even though if you play like the regular Pandemic game, that game is pretty fun. Like, it's fun just to play with your family. It's cooperative, it's not like versus anybody, so that's kind of a unique spin on board games. A lot of time it's you playing against another person, but this one is more about you trying to beat the game, and I enjoy that quite a bit. I think it's pretty fun. And this one just puts a new twist on it. It gives you a story mode, gives you those RPG elements of leveling up, leveling down, switching up missions within the game, giving you new objectives, different objectives. It's constantly evolving, and you never know what's going to happen because those, I showed you in those little boxes, you open them up and then you get new pieces, you get new rolls, you get a whole bunch of crazy stuff. And then you start opening up little secret stuff, and then it gives you more perks and more bonuses, and it also gives you like, tells you like different things that you can and can't do now. And the storyline goes along and it gets really, really, really interesting. I would totally pick up this game if you find it on sale, especially on Amazon, and play it. This is Pandemic Legacy. This is my video blog, so if you want to see more of this cool, awesome videos that we put up on our channel, be sure to subscribe. If you want to let us know what other board games that I should play and rate, hit me up in the comment section. And if you like what you see, give me a thumbs up. You know, YouTubers say smash the like button, but we say tickle it. That's it. Peace.